James Gallagher is no stranger to fine dining, having run Privé 249 and Alchemy before opening Allium, which is a stylish, contemporary, modern venue here in New Farm in Brisbane. Welcome to Gomeo, James.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
How can you? Tell us, what was your original vision for Allium?
I think for us, the original vision for Allium was to be an approachable, casual fine dining suburban. It sounds a little bit cliche, but I suppose somewhere that we wanted to go on our days off. We felt that there was a bit of a niche in the market for that suburban sort of casual fine diner, especially around this area as well in New Farm. It was sort of at the top of our list of places that we wanted to sort of tap into when we were looking for a space to open. So.
Okay. And do you think it's achieved this? And have you had to change your original thought?
I think it has. I mean, it's evolved definitely. I mean, we're year number 3 now, coming up to our 3rd birthday year, and it's definitely evolved over the years. I think in the beginning, if we're completely honest, I think we kind of were chasing a bigger slice of the pie. I suppose we were looking at, everyone in Brisbane needs to know about us, and as time went by, we went, okay, let's just pare it back a little bit and perhaps focus on the local community first, and then just let it work its way out from there. So that's essentially what we did. We focused on just integrating into the community, I suppose, a little bit more, rather than looking at Brisbane as a whole, which has worked dividends for us. I mean, the best form of advertising, I'm sure you know, is word of mouth.
Yep.
Focus on our local community, building up the base of regular clients, loyal clients that have supported us from the very beginning. And it's worked really, really well for us. So I suppose focusing in and not looking too far ahead of ourselves was one of the major things. And I mean, obviously evolving as the restaurant's grown and refined what we do, and sort of naturally found our space in the market. Any restaurant generally will find that space. The customers will tell you what they want essentially, and we follow that. We're big on that customer feedback and providing that service, as opposed to trying to dictate a specific food philosophy or what we believe in. It's about just being a good suburban.
So do your regulars have products that you have to keep on, or
pretty much? I mean, there's staples on our menu that have been on since day one. There's a few that we're very, very happy with, and I think it would be a bit of a shock to some of the locals if we were to take them off. So, but I mean, that comes into still being happy with the dish as well, and it working for the restaurant.
But obviously, at the same time, you have to give them a little bit of variety.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So we do have those staples, and then we try and mix up the menu and change bits and pieces as we go. Again, just because we want this to be a place where people are coming back regularly, and we want them to have different options, even if it's 1 or 2 items or a different ingredient, and it's something that they know if they come back every couple of weeks, they're going to see something different. So, and it keeps us on our toes and keeps us interested as well. So.
And so what are some of the learnings you've learned from running a small independent restaurant after coming from some of the bigger ones?
I think for me as chef owner, it's definitely obviously looking at the bigger picture of the business side of things. It's something, it's completely different running a kitchen to, having to work on budgeting and being HR, being everything, being every department, and being able to find that balance of creativity and also costings as well. I mean, we can all put the best menus together, but if it's not cost effective and it's not working, then it's detrimental to the business. So that's one of the big things I've learned. It's not always about touting that we use the best possible ingredients that we can. I mean, we use what we can afford, and we use our skills as chefs and front of house people to deliver that product in the best way possible. So that's something that I've learned is to really focus on ingredients and essentially customer satisfaction.
Do you think styles are beginning to change a bit? There's a bit of a talk about things going closer to bistronomy, and obviously so. Queensland is a much more casual place than the southern states.
Yeah, definitely. I think, moving towards that bistronomy thing, I think fine dining has evolved. Mm-hmm. People talk a lot about fine dining being dead. I don't personally believe that. I believe it's evolved into what it is today, which is definitely a more casual offering, I suppose. And it's something that I believe has benefited the whole industry. It's become more approachable to people, and it's broadened our market as well. And when we're finding, like I said, it's people coming back every couple of weeks as opposed to only coming in for their birthday, only coming in for their anniversary. And it's good as well that we can sort of appeal to people at that at a lower price point as well. I think that stigma's sort of gone as well, of fine dining being an expensive or a luxury item. I think it's definitely more approachable and more much more of a broad market, I think, now. Especially
Allium is well known for being a fine diner but very good value. Is the price of dining, do you think, in Australia a bit too cheap?
It depends. I mean, I think the prices are going to vary. I mean, everywhere, it's all circumstantial, and for us that was a big part of looking to the suburbs to open the restaurant, was because we could keep our overheads quite low and be able to offer that more reasonable price point. Whereas if we were in the city, I think our overheads would be a lot bigger, our rent would be higher, and then we'd have to charge those higher prices. So I think it's all relative to each person's location in terms of the pricing that you're charging. I mean, again, being the chef owner, we're above all the costs, and we run a pretty tight ship to be able to offer the prices that we do. We save in areas like, for instance, I don't have a dishwasher, for instance, I mean a kitchen hand. So that's an area that I can save, and the guys who me will do it together. That allows me to offer better prices because it's not a cost I'm taking on. So things like that we're quite smart with being able to offer.
I think your wife Kylie is involved in the front of house.
Not the front of house. She does all the back house stuff. She does all the important stuff. So she pays all the bills and does payroll and all that sort of the important stuff. So it's great to have that balance. That allows me to really focus on being in the restaurant and running the restaurant. So it's great. And she's not got a hospitality background either. So it's great to have that impartial view and overlook on things and to sort of soundboard off her in terms of ideas and little tweaks and changes and little bits and pieces in the restaurant. To have it from a non-hospo point of view, it's quite refreshing. She's purely just a consumer's point of view, and I think that's where we benefit as well. I think she sees it directly from the customer's eyes and not from a hospitality point of view, which is fantastic for us.
And do you find, particularly with regulars, that usually weekends are okay? Do you have to do special things to it earlier week to attract people in the earlier parts of the week?
We do. We've tried a few different things over the years. We were running a 4-course tasting menu during the week, which was very, very popular. So it was a 4-course tasting for $55, and that was really, really beneficial for us. But we are starting to see the midweek trade pick up, which is nice. But the weekend's always pretty good, pretty solid. So.
Obviously, the Brisbane dining scene seems to be growing quite a lot. There's obviously Howard Smith Walls and the coming casino, etc. Do you see that as competition, or is that helping to make the market more sophisticated?
I think it's definitely boosting the market. It's easy to sit back and see it as competition, but it's I think within Brisbane and Queensland, we're trying to build a community of hospitality people and all support each other, and we're all on the same page for the benefit of the industry essentially, and it's good. It's healthy to be able to go, okay, well, we need to make sure we're on our toes, keep pushing, and keep developing ourselves as well, not get left behind. So it is good. I think it's easy if there's no competition to sit back and sort of rest on your laurels. So no, it's good. It's good for the industry. It's definitely good for the consumer. I think there's plenty to choose from. But, I think as well within the market, there's so many different subcategories, and I think as the industry as a whole, you can say it's a little bit oversaturated. But individually, I don't think it is. I think there's a lot of separate things: bars, cafes, restaurants.
And are you doing any collaborations or working with other chefs in
Not at this stage, I'm not. It's something that we have done in the past, and it's always quite enjoyable. It's nice. It's something that we're working on at the moment, is to develop maybe a bit of a collaboration program. It's just great to just network with other people and share ideas and learn from other people, and potentially they could learn something from us as well. So it's all just about growing and the industry and getting stronger within ourselves as well. So I love the idea of it. I think it's great.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, James. It's great.
My pleasure.
Hope everyone comes down to New Farm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.